Hello, everyone. Nice to have you here again for this news flash number 6 on gossip. Just a sec. Okay. Yes, nice to have you here for this new news flash number 6 on gossip. So, as a reminder, we are building this decentralized chat app that protects privacy and will work even if we, the creators, disappear. So, it's designed to be a bit post-chat control. So, even if they manage to censor speech, this is still gonna work, and that's the kind of things we're fighting for at Masa. So, here are some news on the development. First of all, we made very good progress on fixing some keyboard related issues, especially on mobile. You can now delete contacts. You can toggle user ID visibility, and there's improvements on debugging as well. So let's do a quick trial run together to test it again. So I have installed the app on my phone, and here is as well on the screen share the desktop version. So let's try. Let's create a new account. Okay. Here we go. Let's add a contact. So I'm gonna share. So as you can see, we can now the user ID is hidden now. You can show it here. There's a few more controls. You can clear everything here. For example, if you click here, it erases everything. It clears database and the cache. So it's kind of a bit of a panic button. You can back up your account, share your contacts, and of course, now you have notifications as well. This is very powerful. It's very hard to build notifications in a decentralized context on mobile. So we have a first version that's working. It's not perfect yet. We're going to improve it over time. But now we have a first version of notifications. So let me share my contact here and scan it with my phone. Okay. So here, when I add a contact, basically I can choose to write a little welcome message to say, hi, I am that person that we met there. And then I can say add contact. And I should receive, yes, here it is, a new request with the little message. And I can accept or reject. If I accept, I can name the conversation. And that's it. Then we can chat. Typically here, and I can respond. Here I received a notification on my phone. And I can respond with my phone, and it works. So this is all fully encrypted end-to-end. It uses post-quantum encryption. It's double ratchet, which means that if the keys rotate at every message. If somebody compromises one key, they cannot see the previous nor the next messages. Even if they compromise your static keys, they cannot read your conversations. It also has plausible deniability, which means that if we are talking, if A and B are talking, and B decides to publish the messages they exchanged, A can deny ever having sent these messages because that's how the system is designed. We are going to improve that further, but that's what we have for now. So very soon you're going to be able to try it yourself. We're going to soon publish a public version, so stay tuned on this. An interesting thing as well is that we're going to start working on the backend. For now, the system doesn't assume anything except that the backend somehow gossips data across the world. And it's going to be quite straightforward for us to implement new kinds of backends with all sorts of protections. And also today I've been at SplinterCon, which is a conference full of people who actually need these kind of services. And they told me exactly what they need. So we're going to start implementing stuff that doesn't exist in other chat apps and that responds to their needs. I will tell you more very soon. So this is the state we are at. We are making design choices for the backend right now. We're going to also improve the interface. We're going to add auto refresh of messages whenever sending fails or a session dies. It's going to automatically retry. That's going to be the next step. We also have added already quite a few debugging tools. So debugging options here, you can show a console, you can see clear messages, contacts, reset the application, stuff like this. Yeah, so that's where we are at so far. We're continuing the development very hard. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. So I'm going to respond to all your questions here. In the meantime, also, if you are in contact with any kind of, I would say, activists, people who need to use this stuff, please ask them what they need and tell us. It's still time for us to add it. The program is, of course, fully, the source code is fully available, so anybody can check it. And before we release a final version, of course, we get it audited by a third party. There's a few questions, so I'm going to go through them. So yes, SplinterCon, that's the conference I've been today, and where I met all these activists that need particular stuff that we're going to implement here. Is there an API to use the chat feature integrated into other apps, e.g. games for real-time communications? Not yet, but that's a very good idea. We're going to note it. I'm going to write a note for myself to create some kind of API or like a standalone library system that would allow anybody to just implement either a different client or to integrate this inside games and other things. So library plus API. We will look into that. Then the question is there any plan to include real-time voice streams, calls, etc.? So yes, there is a whole set of things we are aiming to implement. Typically, we in our roadmap, you can find it on usegossip.com. You'll find our roadmap, and in the roadmap, you'll see that we want to implement group chats. That's something that we don't have yet. File transfers, and of course, voice calls, video calls. One thing that's important to know is that when it comes to the text chats, we have a lot of leverage. We can do a lot of protections, a lot of privacy features. When it comes to file sharing, we have a bit less. We'll do our best, of course, but we need to be able to send large files, so it has some implications. Then for the real-time video chats, for example, we'll be able to do even less in terms of protections because even something like Tor makes it almost unusable to do a live video chat. So we'll need to have different levels of security depending on the feature. And we'll do, of course, the best we can in terms of privacy and security for each one of the features while keeping it user-friendly. So this is our goal right now. Yeah, so these were the main questions. If you have any more, feel free to contact us on our channels, our socials on Gossip, and also on Masa if you want. So that's about it for today. If there's no more questions, we can wrap it up. See you next week for another one. And if you have any ideas, again, please send them to us. We'll study it and try to see how we can do the best we can to implement them. And in the meantime, stay safe and keep track of our socials. So thank you, guys. See you next time.